The final seconds on Earth before a 440 million mile journey to discover if there was ever any life on Mars. Planet B will take 10 months to reach Mars and could start beaming back photographs and data in October next year. The probe consists of a sensor on the end of a small graphite boom that will unfold when the satellite reaches 84 miles from the surface of Mars. It'll conduct experiments with sound waves and measure the planet's magnetic field to confirm whether water still exists on the ground.
We certainly know that water existed on Mars in the past. You just have to look at the surface of it and you can see many features that can only be explained by water. The question is, where did the water go?
The findings could also give scientists an idea of how the atmosphere on Earth might develop in the future. But after a failed attempt to launch a satellite in February, questions have been raised over the £50 million cost of this project in light of Japan's continuing economic problems. Jane O'Brien, BBC News.
Cambridge University has been marking the 50th anniversary of the full admission of women. Until 1948, women could study at the university, but were not granted degrees. 900 women from around the world who studied there before 1948 attended today's ceremony.
They'd come to Cambridge from all over the world, the youngest of them in their late 60s, the most senior nearly as old as the century itself, summoned by the bells of the university church.
Another lady. Women were first allowed through the doors of the university here in 1870. They were permitted to attend lectures and sit their final exams. But it wasn't for another 3/4 of a century that they were given full membership of the university, and therefore they left without formal degrees.
Today they were guests of honour in the Senate House, where 50 years ago the vote was finally taken to admit women as full members of the university. The struggle for equality, though, continues.
There is still much to be done. Cambridge, like other universities in the UK, presents a very flat pyramid. 45% of the students may be women, but only 14% of the lecturers and 6% of the professors are women.
Memories remain strong of what life was like for those women who'd first pushed at the doors of what until then had been a male-dominated world.
The men would not have women at their classes because the subject they were teaching was not suitable for women. And I really was quite amused about it.
Formal recognition may have come late, but many at the ceremony showed the same spirit that got them here in the first place, of establishing successful careers outside the university, even without its official acknowledgement of their achievements here. Joe Campbell, BBC News in Cambridge.